Alright, so today we have this, the iMac Pro. It's getting another video because first of all, I like this thing a lot and I like making content with it. And second of all, I heard the bad news. What bad news is that, you might ask? Well, in my video last week, I mentioned I sure hope this gets the Tahoe update. And, well, I checked the supported device list and the iMac Pro isn't there. So, this device isn't getting the update. Hooray! Oh, let's just zoom right on in there, shall we? And you can see it for yourself. MacBook Air with Apple Silicon 2020 and later. MacBook Pro with Apple Silicon 2020 and later. I'm sorry, I keep kicking the stand on accident. MacBook Pro 16-inch 2019. MacBook Pro 13-inch 2020 4 Thunderbolt 3 ports. iMac 2020 and later. And usually, right after iMac would come iMac Pro 2017. However, it's not there. So that's unfortunate. It's not there, but I'll keep reading them all off. Mac Mini 2020 and later. Mac Studio 2022 and later. And Mac Pro 2019 and later. I wonder what changed with Intel Macs to make some of them still, even today, support Tahoe. Because I was telling everybody they were going to get rid of Intel Macs. The only one they would possibly keep is the Mac Pro because some people paid 50 grand for them. But no, you can see you got the MacBook Pro. You even got the 13-inch MacBook Pro and 2020 iMacs, which those things are significantly worse in terms of performance than this iMac Pro. However, this iMac Pro is older, and I really don't know what differentiates the support. I'd have to look into that a little more, but all I know is this poor iMac Pro is on its final update, and I believe it is now the record holder for the Mac that has had the most updates, the, well, most recent Mac. But I would assume none of the older ones could run MIDI updates because at that point, back in those days before OS X, you had like the Power Macs and stuff, and those were constantly one-upping each other at a very rapid rate. Computers wouldn't stay good for more than like 5 years before, you know, they were completely outdated. Meanwhile, now you have devices like this, which is a 8-year-old device and it's still just as good as some of the modern stuff. Okay, so this website here will tell us Mac Studio, that's not even running because it hasn't been out long enough. Mac Pro, we will expand that. And then iMac and iMac Pro, we will expand that. Mac Mini, we will expand that. MacBook Pro, MacBook Air, MacBook Xserve, I guess, and Mac Pro Rack. Okay, so let's just go through it, shall we? You can see here Mac Pro and the supported versions here, and just pay attention to what says yes and no. Let me do that so it's a little easier to see. And here is your table of contents if you care. But to be honest, I don't think it matters that much. So it's just the amount of yeses one can get. So first thing I notice is late 2013 has a lot of yeses. Let's count them. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. 9 for the 2013 Mac Pro. And if these ones have more than this, please let me know because the list only goes to Mountain Lion. So yeah. Anyways, now we move on to iMac and iMac Pro. And right off the bat, we see here that the 2019 iMac was only supported for 6. And the 2020 has been supported for 7. But the 7th is the new one that's coming out. iMac Pro. We have a lot here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. So there you go. 9 supported versions there. And yeah, nothing else comes close in terms of iMac land, unless one of the older ones does, but I doubt it. Scrolling on down to Mac Mini, none of these come anywhere close, I bet. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, yeah. Nowhere close for that one. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. That one's 1 away, but not quite. And these ones, I don't know. I can't tell. So yeah. Next up, MacBook Pro. This is another one that I think could actually do it, like tie. So let's find out. Whoa! The 2 Thunderbolts can't do it. That's right. Let's scroll down a little bit, shall we? See, none of those will do it. I can tell off the rip there. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Nope, not quite there. Not quite there. Same with these. Not quite there. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Yep. Nothing there. So I don't... Ooh, this one. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Nope. Nope, 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 nope. Nope, nope, nope. Can't do it there either. MacBook Air, I would assume, kind of the same story here, because the MacBook Airs are a little weaker, so yeah, I'm just looking at that, I can tell. MacBooks, I don't know why I clicked this one. Probably not. Yeah, no. And the Xserve, can the Xserve do it? Well, we can't tell, actually, because the Xserves are old. Yeah, but that's that. The iMac, as far as I can tell, the iMac Pro is tied for the Apple device that's had the most updates. So it's had a long life. It really has. And for some people it's ending, which is sad. Not mine, of course. As long as my video editing software, iMovie, will still boot, then I'm still going to use this thing, because quite frankly, I love the iMac Pro. It was my dream device when I started getting into all this. I was like, one day I want an iMac Pro because I love how the space gray looks on the iMac, and I am a huge fan of the way the iMacs look. Yeah, you can't upgrade them that well. Yeah, the display is permanent. Who cares, dude? It's a 5K Retina display. It looks amazing. And yeah, even now it's higher. It's a higher resolution than any other display I have in here. And I have newer displays in here, like my TV. It's only 4K. So yeah, 5K, pretty good. And yeah, it's just sad because it's gonna be over. This is gonna start fading a little bit, and it's gonna fade more and more over time, blah blah blah. I could get all sappy and stuff about it, but in reality, I think Moore's Law is coming to a close here, and in Moore's Law coming to a close, that means computers are gonna start to get a little stagnant, honestly, in terms of performance. So I have I have hopes that this thing will remain competent in terms of compute power for a while now. Just waiting pretty much for updates for softwares to stop, stop helping. Well, not stop helping, but stop coming rather, because the Apple updates, they're done. However, as we know, Google Chrome and stuff will still update for these older OSs for quite a while. And yeah, so this thing will still remain useful somewhat, which is awesome. And Apple actually like doesn't completely kill off their old hardware, which is nice. So you can still use it and connect to the internet and all that, which is nice. Because like all my 07 stuff, you can still connect to the internet. But, you know, this guy here is going to be pretty powerful for a decent amount of time, I think. And even though this one isn't, the more powerful 32-core versions, they still put up numbers, like crazy numbers, even when comparing to some of the higher-end modern Apple chips, like the M4 Pro and stuff like that. Like, it's crazy, but they can still keep up. And this one can still keep up, too, kind of. This one puts up better numbers than my M1 MacBook, which, I mean, that's not an M4, but, you know, it'll put numbers up, that's for sure, and that's what really matters. And so, I like this thing a lot. And, I mean, the graphics power, you get 16 gigs of VRAM, so you can't really do much about that. But yeah, I just kind of wanted to make a video today on the iMac Pro, just, you know, kind of commemorating it in a video because this is the last update, and well, I'm not going to stop using it, but I know that some are going to be decommissioned, and that's sad. You should, if you're thinking about decommissioning your iMac Pro, please reach out to me because I'd love to have it for free, and I'm not paying for it because I already paid for one. Yeah, if you want to give me a free iMac Pro, I'll happily take it. But other than that, yeah, you know what? Just make sure you recycle it or sell it to someone who will use it. But yeah, anyways, guys, I hope you enjoyed the video. If you did, be sure to like, comment, and subscribe because I love reading the comments. And of course, I will see you guys next week. See ya!